Welcome all you Geminis to your 2022 fall-spring equinox reading. And this, of course, is for the fall for the northern hemisphere. And for the southern hemisphere, you are moving into spring. So we're just going to be looking at the energies that the creator wants you to know for this period. And we're going to start off here by pulling a card from the energy oracle cards. And any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. And this is just going to represent what energy you're actually coming in to this equinox with. So one more time. All right, so for our Geminis, what energy would you like them to be aware of? Okay, actually they do want that one right there. And you have the Thinking Woman. So card number 47. We'll put that right here, and let's see what they want you to know about this. And this is about the divine feminine wisdom or understanding. So this card shows a woman holding a book, standing before a staircase, ready to lead you to higher understanding. And this woman could be a friend who helps you express and understand your feelings, or she could be a teacher brought to your life at this time to take you in a new direction. This could also be a new love interest with a woman who is thoughtful, conscious, and aware. Or, like the thinking man, this card could represent a side of yourself that's ready to blossom and bring clarity and assistance to the world. If so, find your voice and let your wisdom shine. Love it. So regardless of if you identify as a male or female or however you identify, we all have divine masculine, divine feminine energy. And this is about you really connecting in with the divine feminine, nurturing, receiving type of energy, but it's also very green, which is they're able to nurture and give healing in a variety of different ways. We, of course, will dig deeper. We are going to use the runic tarot here to clarify and ask a couple things, which I will identify as I pull the cards. So let me just shuffle these up here one more time. All right. So first we're going to pull some cards here just to tell us what brought you to this place of this energy as you're entering the equinox. So what would you like them to know that brought them here? What brought them to this point? Okay, they actually do want that one. Any others? Okay, those two. Then we're also going to pull some cards from your shadow, which is, your shadow is your tour guide on this life. They understand what's behind the scenes, under the surface, and so they can give you some insight, like give you the skinny on your life adventure during this 3-month period of the equinox. What does your shadow want you to know about this equinox period? Okay. And this one. Okay, actually they do want all three, so we will put all those down there. And then up here is going to be what advice or information does Spirit want you to know? So, Creator, Spirit, your guardian angel and angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones, your ancestors on the other side. What do they want you to know about this equinox period? Okay, what else? Okay. Okay, and you get 3 for up here too. So we'll take a look at these first, and then we'll get to these other cards. So what has brought you to this point? What brought this nurturing, divine, feminine connection to that side of your energy? And you have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is about new opportunities that came to you in the outside world. It even can be around areas that had healing. It could be maybe you did some schooling, you did some, courses. Also, though, this represents you really getting in touch with your self-worth. I kind of feel like you were able to make steps and make changes in your life because you became more confident in what you wanted and more clear on what you wanted. Let's see what else you had here too. Yeah, the Magician. Yeah, so you had two, number one, an ace here, and then you have the number one in the Major Arcana, which this represents like your divine masculine side. You really found the oomph, the magic. You connected to the heavenly realms, to your higher self, allowed yourself to realize your dream, and it came through your body as a conduit and out into the world. So both of these represent that message that I was talking about here, where I really feel you got a grasp on what your real dream is, based on your worth, and you weren't trying to please everyone else again, right? Trying to make them do that. You add 7 and 4 together here, you get 11, 1, 1. So some synchronicity going on there. And then I want to see what your shadow wants you to know, because this is where you're at. What brought you to this point? Now, what are you going to do with all that during this equinox? What does your shadow want you to know? Wow. So you got the Star card. Wish fulfillment. Look at, he's carrying the wand there. It's like you really have taken this magic that you have and you're putting it into action. You're making change. You are becoming a star. You're connecting. The star is like your higher self, and you're bringing that into the world. It's Aquarian energy, which means bringing, like the age of Aquarius, you bring in unique approaches to things. You're solving things in different ways. You're not satisfied with the status quo during this period. You're tired of the old ways of doing things, and you're ready for this, sudden change, unique change. You're ready to be weird. And this is what your shadow is saying, is like, let that weirdness flow. Don't, think that you have to like do things by the book, Geminis. That's usually your thoughts and beliefs, right? I know I'm an air sign. I'm actually an Aquarian sun. So I get it that we can get caught in our heads and into our thoughts, and we can get so fixated on how we want things. But this is having you get out of your mind, which makes sense. The thinking person, this is very Gemini energy too. And then you have the Knight of Swords. So yeah, more air energy with this Aquarian here, because Aquarians are air elements, even though they're water bearers. And this is you having this action in your thoughts and your beliefs. The Knights, of course, what do Knights do? They quest. The Knight of Swords is in search of this Ace of Swords, in search of higher truths, capital T truths that are rooted in the unconditional love of the higher realms. It also gives you the ability to slice away and cut away old thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you. And so this is this pursuit that is happening underneath the surface. Your shadow's letting you know that you have this drive for more knowledge, for higher knowledge, though. Not more knowledge of the physical world, because that's the status quo. You're ready for unique, different, weird knowledge and wisdom that you haven't had before. And then you have the Three of Cups coming in. And this is beautiful because it is joy, it is emotional, but this is also a special card from our higher posse, the higher realms. This is connecting to your spiritual world. And like I mentioned, you have the Creator, you have Spirit, you have your guardian angel, you have all your angels, you have your spirit guides, you have your loved ones who've gone to the other side already, you have your ancestors, you have unicorns, you have fairies, you have leprechauns, whatever you believe those beings of unconditional love and light are. This is awareness that you're connecting to that level, which makes sense. With you connecting to your higher self, you're gaining this knowledge of capital teachers from above, and you have this beautiful support that you're getting from the spirit realm, which is then we will ask them, what advice do they have for you? What do they, the higher spiritual realm, want you to know about this equinox period? And you start off with another ace, the Ace of Wands. So definitely huge beginnings, huge connection to your energy, your spiritual energy. I wouldn't doubt if you have had these spiritual gifts activate up to this point and during this equinox, that you're just like taking it to a whole new level, where whether, like I said, it's any type of healing modalities or your psychic abilities, your connection to getting messages, doing readings, that you're just really expanding it into different ways, but you are taking this to a whole new level. I mean, definitely new beginnings coming in here. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands, more energy. Fives are about a change of how you're perceiving things. And you can see here how it looks like when you first look at this, you're like, oh my gosh, they're burning the witch. So if this is the way the movie started, you were like immediately filled with fear and that someone's trying to kill her. But then you realize that she's developing her witchy powers, which just makes sense with what we're talking about. And you're developing it and you're resisting the flames. But then suddenly some of these catch flame down here and then they throw water on it and put it out. And you're like, what just happened? Weren't you going to kill her? And then you realize that the people that were having these flames and bringing it toward her were helping her develop her skills to resist the flames. And so the energy around it switches from something of fear to that it's of love that they were doing that for it. So you have this beautiful change of energies and how you're using your energies too during this equinox. And then you have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is about balancing the heavenly world with the physical world. The message kind of that they're combining here is that wherever you focus your energy is where it goes. Wherever your focus goes, your energy flows. So if you're focusing on what you don't want in your life, that expands. And if you're focusing on what you're grateful for and what you do want to expand, and then that does expand. So you're developing this wonderful ability to balance and understand that perception, that you're so much more than just the human, that you are something so much bigger and higher. And this is a lot of the lesson that you're learning as you're going through this. Now, I do want to pull a card from these Seed and Sickle deck here, which is an amazing deck because not only, it has one deck, but it has two books. One is, like the dusk and one's the dawn. And we're going to use this to see what during this equinox period is falling away and then what is going to sprout in its place. So let me just give this a quick shuffle. Okay, there's your card. And you have the Willow. Beautiful. Card number 23. So we'll put that right here. And we will see here first what is falling away during the equinox period to make room for something new. And it says the Ainu, and I probably murdered that, my apologies, it's AINU, people of Japan believe that the human backbone was originally formed from the bending length of a willow branch. There's something human about the stooping form of a willow tree, like a person in mourning. Yet no matter how hard the winds blow, it simply bends and does not let itself be broken. Even when the river wears away at its bank, the willow's roots remain deep and steady. With the willow, we learn to grow through adversity. So hold on until the storm has passed. So I really feel like there's this fear energy, like the sadness and those emotions that are rooted in fear. That is what is falling away because this energy change that I was talking about. So you are letting go of your old emotions that you no longer want to feel, and you understand that it's for you. And then with those emotions falling away, let's see what replaces that and sprouts in its place. And it says the willow tree is characterized by its thin, pliable branches, and it's time that you take a leaf out of this book. Learning to be more adaptable in your mindset is a valuable skill, and soon you're going to find yourself in a situation where you need to be more flexible. Try not to get too stuck on thoughts of how you've always done things or how things have always been. Embrace a new outlook and try things differently. You may be surprised by the results. And that comes back to this card too, and that you get to choose, this transformation, this change of viewpoint in the energy around things. This is you learning that you can change your perspective of how you normally look at things, embrace the abnormal and the weird. So when something happens that you normally would get upset about and have a fear-based emotion on, you will choose unconditional love, joy, laughter, peace instead, and learn a new habit and just learn the power. Again, it's an ebb and flow. So how boring would it be for the rest of your life that you were going to choose joy in every moment? Blech, why even be here? Go back home then. But you will learn that in any moment that if you don't like what you're feeling, you'll be able to change that and switch it up. So beautiful. And then we're going to pull a card here from the Wisdom of the Avalon Oracle. This kind of represents the reward. What does your energy look like at the end of this as you move in going into the solstice? So let's take a look and we'll see what they want you to know about, like where your energy ends up. What is your reward? And one more time. All right. So for our Geminis, what would you like them to know about what's their reward? What does their energy look like at the end here? Okay, that's the one right there. And you've got trust. Beautiful, beautiful card. And I love that because, especially all this green here, that you do trust that whatever comes your way, that it is coming for you, is not happening to you. So whatever's unfolding, you understand that it doesn't matter what fated event comes your way because you have that power of choice. But you can trust that whatever comes your way, that it has a higher design around it. It says, do you have issues with faith? Do you have expectations of betrayal? Do you trust the mystery? Do you insist on mapping each tiny detail of your life, believing yourself to be the center of the universe? This marker reminds you that trust is required to move forward on your path. Belief and trust in a higher power is about having faith that the outcome will be what it should be, no matter what it is. It is timely for you to place your trust in the divine, in your angels, in the knowledge that there is a divine plan for all. Because this marker also asks you to remember that humankind is imperfect, and even if you place your trust in another, there is potential for this trust to be broken. This means that you need to be discerning and not trust blindly. Be mindful of who and what you place your trust in. Is this person, thing, or situation worthy? In a relationship between you and the mystery, you and the God, goddess, you and the divine living planet, there is a sacred relationship where trust is never broken. Only you can break it by forgetting who you are, a spirit in temporary human form. Remember who you are. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. So this is going to be a very transformative and empowering equinox for you, because you're really developing, again, all this new beginning, this new level that you're going to, this communication that you have with the higher realms. I mean, you definitely, they're saying that they're here, they support you, they're behind you, you can trust us. I really feel like it's a big invitation for you to communicate with them as much as you can, as often as you can. Because in the end, you really, over this time, you really develop that trust and that faith in the unseen world, and that everything does unfold for your highest good. And you learn to trust that, and I love it. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these videos, I also put out weekly energy updates for each individual zodiac sign, also monthly readings for each zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you will be notified of any new videos that are put out on this channel. Also, doing those things, it helps spread the love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like a video or share a video, comment on a video, or subscribe to the channel especially, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy happy it does want to share the videos of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am very, very grateful for that. Also, these are general readings. And if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and I just recently also added a sliding price scale for my recorded videos for the personal readings, which means that you can select one of like 3 different prices, so you can choose the price that is in more alignment with your budget as well. So all that information is listed in the description box below. Alrighty, mighty thinking Geminis, please know as you go through this amazing equinox that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing equinox season. I'm sure I'll be talking with you soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.